Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of the Saudi Central Bank potentially being set to use Quant. So before we get into today's main video, I thought I'd show you a clip which features the most recent Project Rosalind development which involves the direct collaboration between the Bank for International Settlement, the Bank of England and Quant, where the following clip goes into some depth in regards to what this development and initiative meant and what this will mean for Quant's utilities and CBDC developments in the future.
Central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, are digital forms of cash. Many central banks are exploring the use of CBDCs to buy goods and services in shops and online. Project Rosalind from the BIS Innovation Hub London Centre and the Bank of England is testing how APIs could enable retail CBDC payments and support innovation. The project builds a prototype of this API. APIs define how systems should talk to each other. The prototype connects central bank ledgers with private sector service providers. It experiments with API functionalities that would enable providers to develop applications. These applications would help individuals and businesses to manage their CBDC balances with the central bank and make payments to each other in shops and online. Working with collaborators from the public and private sectors, the project explored many CBDC use cases. Some use cases tested integration with existing payment systems, some tried new ways to make payments, and some tested applications with emerging technology. The project explored how the API prototype could support private sector programmability. For example, after placing an order, a customer could agree to put away a certain amount of CBDCs so that a merchant could have certainty that the customer will be able to pay. Programmability could also allow payments to be triggered when agreed conditions are met, so that consumers would only be charged when their orders are delivered. The project also tested a privacy model that would not give the central bank access to users' personal data. The Rosalind experiment shows that the API prototype could support many different use cases and could work with different central bank ledger technologies. It could connect the central bank, service providers, individuals and businesses to create an ecosystem. New ways to make payments could be added as the ecosystem continues to innovate. Project Rosalind, building API prototypes for retail CBDC ecosystem innovation.
So let's talk about today's main story. So I recently came across a tweet which went into some detail about developments across Saudi Arabia, where Saudi Arabia are currently conducting research surrounding developments involving blockchain and DLT technology, where the Saudi Central Bank have actually highlighted to a number of organizations that they are looking towards in regards to DLT developments within their own infrastructure, where such DLT organizations include R3 Corda, Hyperledger Fabric and Quorum. So the three aspects which bring these three organizations together includes the organization having a direct collaboration and partnership with Quant, where the three mentioned organizations actively leverage the benefits Quant's utilities provide, most notably overledger. So the article also provided by the Saudi Central Bank also highlighted as to how Ripple and Stellar won't be involved in DLT and blockchain developments across the financial sector in Saudi Arabia. So as well as the Saudi Central Bank highlighting to how the three mentioned organizations are potentially being at the center of DLT developments in the nation, the Saudi Central Bank also published an article indicating the importance of the integration of existing systems into future blockchain and DLT infrastructure which may be rolled out, especially in regards to CBDC developments across the Saudi economy and marketplace. Where in one segment of the article it was highlighted how APIs would be required to mitigate the need for any system level integration. So as mentioned in this article, an API gateway would be essential, especially in regards to the direct integration of existing system protocols with future blockchain and DLT innovations. So with the potential utility and incorporation of API gateways into such initiatives and frameworks, this could be quite significant especially in regards to how the Saudi Central Bank are looking to implement and improve their RTGS system protocols. And the main aspects and the best method of doing such actions would be to incorporate DLT and blockchain technology into their protocols and infrastructure. So this diagram here is another image provided by the Saudi Central Bank, where they highlight to the importance of API gateways, especially to communicate with traditional financial architecture across the marketplace and between central banks and commercial banks across the Saudi marketplace. So the apparent and abundant need for API gateways across the wider Saudi marketplace all points to one innovation really, and that is Quant's overledger ODAP offering, where at the moment there's only one innovation on the marketplace that provides the capacity to enable traditional and DLT networks to interconnect and interoperate. So Quant could be the go-to option for API gateways, especially across the Saudi marketplace. And this is all coupled with the three mentioned organizations which have been shortlisted for DLT protocols and developments across the Saudi marketplace in R3 Corda, Hyperledger Fabric and Quorum, all actively utilizing Quant's innovations in overledger. So if we put all these points together, it could be some sign of how Quant could be an ideal proposition for API infrastructure across Saudi Arabia. And this could be quite significant. As we've mentioned on previous videos, the utility of Quant's innovations in this example overledger would be required to purchase QNT tokens as a form of licensing fees. So with the potential for a huge central bank in regards to the Saudi Central Bank being at the center of directly harnessing the benefits of overledger, this could see potentially large sums of funds passing into the Quant project, and as a result, the demand and price of QNT may see synonymous increases. So extremely exciting, and the potential this initiative could have will be another foothold and another development Quant is at the center of. Where another development Quant is at the center of includes, as the initial clip mentioned, Project Rosalind, where the Quant team have actually collaborated with the Bank for International Settlement and the Bank of England in regards to API gateway experimentation and developments, where at the centre of this initiative we'll see the Bank for International Settlement and the Bank of England directly collaborating again with Quant in view of cbdc system infrastructure and interface developments. So an article published by the Quant team went into some detail in regards to what this initiative will entail, where again Quant will be at the centre of Project Rosalind and will act as an API framework to facilitate retail payments in cbdc fashion. And the article continued and provided further insights and details in regards to how overledger would be ideal and would be necessary to enable interoperability between varying cbdc ledgers, and also allowing for smart contract actions associated with CBDCs to emerge and arise at any given time. So with the potential for CBDC protocols and developments to be rolled out, and with the need for API gateways, especially in regards to connecting CBDC infrastructure associated with central banks and to potentially commercial banks and to other CBDC platforms and frameworks associated with other central banks around the world, this could be quite bullish and quite significant for the Quant team. And again, it all highlights as to how Quant would be an ideal option, especially its overledger offering in regards to API gateway infrastructure. So again, this image here is a very good representation of how overledger will be at the center of connecting varying industries, networks, and how again the likes of the Saudi Central Bank could harness the benefits of overledger and potentially other central banks around the world. What are your thoughts on Quant? Do you think the Saudi Central Bank should use Quant's overledger? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.